see if I can vlog. Hi, good people. Hi, TIs. It's Sherry. So, I didn't think I was going to have enough time to shoot a video today, but turns out I do. So check this one out. We're going to talk about perp tactics. Okay, so you guys know, TIs, you already know. The rest of you guys, you can stay and watch, but this is going to be more geared towards TIs because they're familiar with the targeting process and, you know, the bizarre happenings that go along with it. It's kind of funny, but for the, you know, so go ahead, stay if you want. You're very welcome, but otherwise it might be a little over your head because you wouldn't think people would do these things, but they do. Okay, so with my targeting lately, I have noticed when I post things about awareness on targeting, you know, when I draw attention to it, kind of asking for answers, the targeting goes up a little. You know, so instead of like they're always saying, well, just admit it and, you know, tell your, you know, and apologize. They don't follow their own advice, though. First of all, they don't admit it. Second of all, they don't apologize. But they're doing it to billions of people all over the earth right now. So who am I to be any different, right? Okay, so I don't expect apologies. I do expect them to lessen up a little bit, but they kind of, you know, they're sociopaths, so they dig in. Okay, so now, with my targeting, some tactics they've been using lately. They like to drive, I live by a four-way intersection. Dangerous, you know, there's cars coming north and south, east and west, and it's kind of on an angle to begin with. What they've been doing, they drive by at all hours. And you guys know, because of the safer order, stay at home, there's not a lot of traffic, you know. At least there shouldn't be, because you're just going to and from, you know, for the, what do they call it, essential things. Okay, and then you can walk and stuff and get your exercise outdoors. But traffic is very limited. Well, obviously the perp treasury fund, wherever they get their little money from, it's going strong, because around my house I have cars going back and forth all day. And I know they're not all perps, it's a busy intersection, but purposely, in TIs, you know this, you know that perps have their cars rigged up so that their mufflers are louder, so that it adds to the harassment and the mental distress of a target. In fact, in my early days of targeting, that's one of the things I noticed, was that there was an increased, again, this isn't just these isolated incidences. If they were isolated, wouldn't be enough to accumulate in targeting. It's just the unprecedented, when it's all day, every day, then you know it's not a coincidence anymore. You know it's a co-incident, not a coincidence, still random, but it's, you know, it's purposeful. So anyways, I digress. So in front of my house all day long, vroom, 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 vroom. Okay, so I'm like, all right, I'm just sitting, relaxing, you know, trying to prepare for, you know, to earn money, because can't get it by stalking, you know, I gotta go earn it, and it's not that pleasant sometimes, but it's cool, whatever, I'm blessed. So vroom, 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 all day long. Now they've gotten so bad, they want my attention so bad. I'm telling you what they do. In a busy four-way intersection, okay, cars coming north, south, east, west on an angle, they will actually turn down and do a U-banger right in the middle of the intersection to ride past my house. That's how, like, the directions that they've gotten from the uppers are. You know, the people who are funding this program, which obviously is government level, it's not private at this point, because if it was private, it wouldn't involve this many members of the community. You know, it's part of the targeting watch list, InfraGard, all those government programs watch lists that they do to people. So yeah, that's the new thing. I'm just sitting on the chair watching cars do U-bangers in the intersection, you know, in the middle of the night too. It used to kind of scare me, but now I'm just like, whatever. But it scares me, the fact that if other people are walking out there, like, please, these people are so intent on hurting me, don't get caught in the crosshairs, because they're, you know, and not to be funny, but if they want my attention so bad, what do you want? What is it? What? Stasi stuff, you know? The torture is because of its torture, not doing anything wrong. So what behavior are you trying to modify by doing this to me? I don't get it. But, so anyways, that's one of the things. Also, too, I notice when I'm walking outside, say walk the dog or something, their new tactic is to have dog walking perps surround me, okay? Because, you know, the safer order, not a lot of people are supposed to be out, so they're covering it by, and that's sad, you know, because I'm like, I just look at the other dog owners like, really? You would do this? You're supposed to be lovable. You're a human being capable of love, and look at you. But they just follow the orders. That's the scary part. Just like World War II, following orders, harassing me, okay, for no reason. And not being funny. If there's a reason, then say it. You don't need to keep on, you know, I mean, not to be funny, but these little phones track our every movement. The GPS satellite, they can zoom in and tell how many pimples you got on your face, what brand of lipstick you wear. You know what I mean? So they don't need, you know, community perps helping them. But what's going on, if you notice, is there's a social experiment going to like produce, because there will be a third world war, and they're trying to see how far people are willing to go to hurt their quote unquote neighbor. What would you do? Would you do this? Would you stalk them? You know, if I asked you to? Would you insult them if I asked you to? How far would you go? And so, anywho, that's part of this. It's just kind of funny seeing it all. And let's see, what else have I noticed? That's pretty much it. That's enough for now. These are little puzzle pieces that I'm putting together, and the tactics are so bizarre, you know. But they're such hypocrites. That's what gets me going, because they're like, "Well, just admit it and tell the truth and apologize," which I've done several times. Do they hear it? Do they care? Is there any benefit from this program? If I were doing something that was worthy of watching, yeah. I'm not doing anything, honest to God. I mean, and they would know. They got me on monitoring 24/7. So, anywho, that's what's going on. I will follow up with some more videos. There's some more things I wanted to talk about as far as technology and how this all correlates. I think most of you guys understand it already, but we'll go over it some more just so you know. But stay off that list. For those of you who haven't already gotten on it, stay off it, because really it is a Stasi program. You know, and then what's bad is you can't get away from it. You'd be like, oh, well, you know how like at school when you get bullied sometimes when you're a kid, but then you'd get home and you wouldn't get bullied, you know, so you're like, ooh, I just got to make it home, you know, or out of the building. This new Stasi program, please, like I said, the satellites in the sky, they can trace you wherever you go. And their Perp program is so intricate, they stalk you everywhere in the community. They'll even hire people purposely at work. You get it everywhere. Oh, don't think, oh, I'm going to go to work, no. They got the perps ready at work. I'll go to the they got them there. You know, because these people they belong to like things like InfraGard, Neighborhood Watch. So honestly, some of these people think they're helping, but they're not. You know, it's a bullying program. Basically, the government and private orgs are paying other citizens to bully other citizens. So it's a bullying program. And when does bullying ever stop any problems? I mean, if you're trying to stop an active behavior, then yeah, hey, you're not going to be doing this. Okay, but if the person isn't doing anything, you just want to bully them just because, that's not, you know, it's not beneficial. So, anywho, that's it for now. I hope you guys are doing well and have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. All right? Thanks, good people. Stay strong, TIs. And do your research. Energy weapons, technology, see what's going on. You know, as you know, that old magic trick, one hand's behind the back and the other hand's doing other stuff. Pay attention. Okay? Okay. That's all I got to say. Do your research, though. Don't take my word for it. And God loves us. Thanks. Bye.